Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Big Blue Unfiltered Podcast, talking New York Giants football and the NFL. Here now is Ian Campbell, Brian Gallagher Jr., and Greg Rommel.
This is officially our first loss episode.
This is the type of loss that just like rips the heart out. Says you can act.
Unfortunately, the New York Giants fell to the Detroit Lions in preseason week 1, 21-16. They're now 0-1 and off to a terrible start to the preseason.
That's it. Mail it in.
It's over.
Season's
Call the
over.
season. Well, yeah. So I mean, it's a good thing it doesn't matter because it was kind of an ugly game.
Preseason losses count as wins, though, right? Basically,
In a way, team got out there.
yeah.
Preseason losses where nobody's out for the season from injury is a win.
And also, too, like the starters, it was
Nobody-
all backup.
Did we have
yeah.
any starters really play?
The only
JMS,
maybe some of the wide
Banks,
receivers.
Hodgins.
That's about it.
Banks
Yeah.
and Hawkins.
Hodgins isn't even technically a starter, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Or no. I think
He's gotta be.
I think they're thinking Slayton, Campbell, Hodgins at the top 3.
Probably.
That's who've been getting the most reps.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so it was JMS and Hodgins.
Yep.
Were really the only two guys who started.
Pretty much.
And maybe Bredesen. We're not sure.
or Schmitz.
Unconvinced.
Or Schmitz.
Potentially Micah McFadden
Yep.
and Trey Hawkins and Pinnock and Banks. But on offense,
Could be.
again,
Fringe
nobody.
guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fringe guys.
So this episode, we're going to give you a quick breakdown of the game. It's going to be short, preseason game. We're not really breaking down the game so much as the guys who stood out.
Yep.
Anybody that sticks out on your guys' mind immediately? What's the big name? I think we all know who's coming up first.
Trey Hawkins.
That's one. That's not who I thought of.
Oh,
though.
well, that's...
Who do you got? I feel
Jason
like you have someone.
Pinnock.
Oh, Pinnock.
That's a good
yeah,
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Pinnock impressed. I want to say he was our highest rated defensive player. He was. He had a 92.3 PFF grade.
Wow.
Yeah, even against backups, if he's a starting caliber player versus backups, that's elite level
Yeah,
play.
that's fantastic. Yeah, they were. I didn't watch the game. I just had to watch the recap, but he was like the headline for sure. Yeah.
he was everywhere.
I watched a little bit, mostly like the first half of it because I recorded it.
Yeah.
But Hawkins was like a blanket. He was right on everyone's hip, especially on the, that first play. Who picked that off? Was that Pinnock?
That was Pinnock.
Yeah.
That was also great pressure immediately on the first play.
We were also saying too that like very under the radar Eric Gray with the kick returns. Was
Yes,
fantastic.
he looked good. He
Yeah,
looked good.
So I mean that's a thing that this team needs for sure. I mean, I don't even know who was doing it last year. I don't even know.
Oh, Jesus.
It's kind of by
Brightwell,
committee, right?
Brightwell,
Yeah.
I think, was
Brightwell
doing
had a bunch near the
the
end.
kick returns, but I
Yeah.
don't think he was doing the punt returns.
Is Brightwell still on the team?
I think so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
He, I think he got a couple carries.
Our old friend
he
David
did not.
Sills.
He did not get a couple carries. So maybe they're thinking Brightwell is the immediate backup and
Yep.
just didn't even bother playing.
Maybe.
Or maybe he had a tweak or something. Who knows?
Brian and I were talking about that David Sills is still just hanging around.
Preseason.
You know,
hero David
he
Sills.
was that kid that like years ago was when Lane Kiffin was at USC, was like the 10-year-old that they offered that
was
scholarship
he?
to. That was him.
Oh my
That was
God.
him. Yeah, isn't that insane?
That is
Yeah.
nuts. I think he sticks around as the Supreme Court struck down the affirmative action.
He's the forever practice
Yeah.
squad guy.
and he already slid in under that umbrella. Now we can't get rid of him. But I mean, I do want to bring up one guy that I was not impressed with.
Who's that?
Tyrod.
Yeah.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah, I mean, the stats look okay. He completed 3 of his 4 passes, but they were all dumps. The guy,
7 yards.
he wasn't looking down the field.
He's been in the league a while. He might be washed for all you know.
He only had 3 good years with Buffalo.
Yeah, that was really
So,
it. I wonder
yeah.
when he entered the league. He's been in the league
I
for a
want
long
to say like
time.
2013,
Connor, look that up.
maybe 14,
Maybe even beyond that.
11. I want to say 11.
11, maybe. I don't know.
Did he go to West
I don't know
Virginia?
about 11.
Or Virginia Tech?
Virginia Tech.
2011
Virginia
was
Tech.
his rookie year.
Oh,
All
look at
right,
that.
So he's been...
He threw 1 pass.
Still counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it counts.
For Baltimore.
Really?
Yeah, he was with Baltimore for 4 years before he went to Buffalo in 2015.
Oh,
Was he really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, he just looks.
He went to Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Virginia Tech. That's what it was. Because I think he had good years in college. Like,
I actually remember him at Virginia Tech because I think he was there for like 6 years.
he probably was.
Because I remember seeing him maybe his freshman year at Virginia Tech, and then years later being like, this guy's still at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, he was like in a bowl game probably. He was in probably like the Sugar Bowl or something.
No,
yeah.
he was just a 4-year starter from 07 to 10.
Damn.
So it was just that era of Virginia Tech where they were kind of starting to fall off.
Yeah.
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 So-
Yeah.
You think, oh, is Virginia Tech maybe back in it?
They're on the
Still
up and
have
up.
this guy?
They're going to be good this year.
They're getting back to it, which good for them. But not looking good from Tyrod.
No.
Meanwhile,
The line was just
it was
terrible.
atrocious.
Outside of
JMS.
JMS.
Yeah.
Even Izudu and Bredesen were all right,
but
but
it
not
was
good.
bad.
The tackles are awful. If Thomas or Neal miss any significant time this year,
It's a problem.
it's over.
Yeah.
We're screwed.
Yeah, you gotta have someone who's like ready to play. Be a
As
swing
soon as
guy.
someone gets
Yeah.
cut in camp from some other team that is a backup caliber tackle, you got to be on the phone.
I would even. You might even consider trading for like a very good caliber backup, like,
Yeah, just take
Yeah.
some money off someone's books or something.
Yeah.
or just trade a pick,
Or call
like,
up Taylor
I don't
Lewan.
like trading picks. But
Yeah, right? He's not doing anything.
Yeah,
He lost too much weight. Yeah,
Did he?
true.
Yeah, he's
He still can't be worse than Wyatt Davis.
Oh, my
true.
God.
That's
He
a
was
very
awful.
good point. Yeah.
But Tommy DeVito didn't seem to struggle a ton.
No. I'm
He
shocked.
He looked good.
I'm shocked.
He clearly doesn't have the NFL arm.
No.
The ball was not zipping around the yard.
Yeah.
No.
But he's accurate.
He made smart plays.
He's poised.
Kind of
Yeah.
reminds you of like a dumbed down AJ McCarron in a way.
Yeah.
A little
Like
bit.
kind of that like doesn't really have an arm, like kind of just like
Yeah. Yeah, one of
A
those
little
like
bit.
fringe guys
Yeah.
who might stick around for a while.
he's probably a great
Just as a
film
backup.
room guy.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
got sacked 5 times. I mean,
Yeah.
he only played half the game.
Yeah. I mean, one
But
interception.
overall,
that's not bad.
He looked,
If you're going by one game, DeVito's my backup.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but I don't think it's realistic.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, and outside of Jashawn Corbin, there was no run game
Yep.
No.
because the line could not get any push.
Nope.
Plus, Corbin really only had that one rush, 33 yards.
Yeah.
Which you can't discount it. I don't like when people say that. Oh, he had 110 yards, but, 170-yard carry. Okay. Some running backs are like that.
Yeah.
Remember prime Adrian Peterson? The
Yeah.
guy would run the ball 15 times for 38 yards and then bust out a 75-yard touchdown run.
All the time. Well, not to go off topic here, but they were praising Justin Fields the other day for DJ Moore taking that. He was
Yeah.
like 3 for 3. He threw it behind DJ
Yep.
Moore, and DJ Moore made something out
my
of it.
God.
Like,
I
and they were
saw,
like, he's a good passer
yeah.
now.
I saw
No, that was a better
It was
play
like
by
that
the
was
receiver.
a horrible pass.
I saw Big Cat from Barstool put up a post because he's a Bears fan.
Yeah.
And he was like, Justin Fields throws a dot to DJ. He's like 5 yards away and it almost hit the ground.
I know.
He's like, he throws a dot. But yeah, I mean, Fields, if he can learn to pass the ball, he'll be an okay quarterback.
I think
but
Yeah, he'll have some.
I don't think he's going to be able to throw the ball
I don't
well.
think so either. But
Our receiving leader was David Sills. So
the homie.
Wahoo.
Yep.
The
Cole-
preseason hero.
2 receptions, 36 yards.
yeah, 3 targets though. So
Yeah.
good for him. Cole Beasley had a solid showing.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, yeah.
it's looking like he's going to make the team.
I hope
He
so.
should. He should.
I hope so.
I mean, again, we go back to the discussion. How many receivers do you think they keep?
I mean, at this point, we'll have to take a look at the roster. But I mean,
Shepard's on it.
Yep.
Hyatt's on it. Hodgins is on it. Slayton's on it.
Campbell.
Wandale's on it.
Yep.
Paris Campbell. So that's 6. So now if you keep
Well-
2 more,
well, Wandale, you have to not count to start, I guess.
it's seeming like he might come off the pup,
Even if he does, I doubt
but it's a roster spot.
it is a roster spot. Yeah.
So you're talking maximum
well, also
3
too,
more
it's
spots.
weird. It's weird this year because they cut everybody at once this year,
Yeah.
instead of like cutting people down. So you
Yeah.
really don't know what the roster is going to look like.
Yeah.
I mean,
They won't keep more than 7 receivers though.
but like we said, Beasley wouldn't come back if he was. He had
No,
to
no,
have
no.
some
There
sort
wasn't
of
a real
guarantee.
chance
Yeah.
of him
Yeah.
Now-
making a team.
I think Khalil Pimpleton has a legit shot at making the team because he was returning a lot of punts and kicks when we went to that practice, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was?
That's right.
Pimpleton and Gray
Yeah.
back on the kick returns.
I think ultimately it's just going to be Gray. I could see
Gray
Gray doing
and
both.
someone else back there, maybe a depth corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gray's a
Jaden
4th-round
Mickens.
pick. He's going to make the team,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Ford Wheaton, I hope they can squeeze on the practice squad. He looked awful in his
Yeah.
3 targets,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I think he's a guy that needs the year. He's a raw
raw.
prospect. I mean, give him the time. If he doesn't work out, he doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Tommy Sweeney, that was a great moment.
Yeah, they went to
Del Barton.
no, Don Bosco.
Don Bosco.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Don Bosco
Yeah,
guy?
Tommy
Yeah,
DeVito.
DeVito was a freshman.
Yeah,
Sweeney was a
DeVito,
senior.
yeah.
Yep.
To throw preseason, but to throw a touchdown to your high school teammate.
It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
But defense, we'll get to because offense was not impressive.
Yep.
I will say this is an overarching opinion of the game. The backups, the starters for the game, I think our backups were better than their backups.
I think
I feel like we had
defensively-wise,
most
yeah.
of the control for the game through the third-ish quarter when the backups started to get phased out for the third stringers.
Yeah.
And their third stringers were better than our third stringers.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when they started to come back and score a bunch, and the
Make some
defense
moves, yeah.
Their third string defensive linemen were eating our third string offensive linemen alive,
Wyatt
making
Davis.
DeVito's life very hard.
That doesn't
Wyatt Davis,
surprise
yeah.
me, though, because the Lions were so bad defensively last year that they I mean, I have to mention, I don't know what their draft board looked like. I know they took a running back in the first round, but I'm sure they went heavy defense in the first
Oh, they
couple
had
of rounds.
Jack Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently
looked
he
good.
played
Yeah.
really well. Yeah.
He was
He was on our board.
he was up the middle a lot.
Yeah, he was on
Yep.
our board. Yeah.
But okay, so before we pivot to defense, we'll go through our highest and lowest offensive grades, top 5 guys. So Beasley was our highest at 81.1, pretty solid.
Yep.
Jameson Crowder, 80.8. So the
Comparable.
old vets
Yeah.
showing that they're better than the backups.
Yep.
That's to be expected. David Sills with a 76.2.
Of course.
It's fine. Lemieux with a 74.5. So
Interesting.
maybe we at least have some depth at guard.
Yeah.
But again,
God,
who's
he
he
looked
playing
so
against?
bad in practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is going against our interior D line.
Yeah, true.
And then Sean Harlow, 72.4.
Was he the guy they just signed?
Yeah.
He's the backup center.
He's the backup
After
center.
what's his face?
Well,
got
he might
hurt.
be the third string center
Yeah,
now, but either
but-
way. Yeah, so top 5 guys were 2 O linemen. When's the last time we were able to say that about anyone but Andrew Thomas?
Rarely. Yeah.
Lowest, there's 3 O linemen. So number 5 is Zudu with a 51.5.
That's the most glaring.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It at the same time though, in practice he's getting first team reps.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I remember
it could
from
just be
last
getting
year,
chances.
Could
but
be.
I remember from last year he was much better, like in the run, getting out on those poles.
Also, too,
or
how
get
many
down.
how many snaps did he play?
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you got to look at.
That was
too.
Zudu's knock out of college too.
Yeah.
That he wasn't a great pass blocker.
Yeah.
Connor, you have that up with the Zudu?
But if
No,
he can,
he was just kind of bad all the way around.
yeah.
It wasn't like a good in the run, bad in the pass. Number 4, because I'm working my way up, because I think everyone knows who the number 1 worst player on the offense was, but I want to
I've only
leave
said his name a few
leave some
times so far.
suspense. Matt Breida was a 48.8.
I think
I
that's
don't
a
think
product.
he played many snaps.
No, I'm
I
sure
think he played I think he played with Tyrod and then was
he
taken out.
Carried the ball once.
Also, too,
Yeah.
that could be one of the things that are just like kind of get out there.
Yeah.
And just don't die. Yeah.
This guy, not surprising if you watch the game, Bryce Ford Wheaton with a 46.6.
Yeah, that guy's getting cut.
And just so everyone knows, above an 80 is good.
Yeah.
So like a 46 is
Bad.
bad. It's essentially the
70 and above.
0 to 100
Comparable.
scale
Yeah.
of being like a 60.
Yeah.
So mentally, if you want to see if someone's been a good player, add a 20 to their PFF score. Number 2, Corey Cunningham with a 37 flat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Our
The problem
first-
is we can't cut these guys.
Yeah.
We fucking need them.
Yeah, we need the backup tackles. But Cunningham's a rookie. Or
Yeah.
no. I was looking at it.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
printed
he's
out
a
wrong.
rookie. He's
no,
a
that's
rookie.
Jordan
Oh.
Riley.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, it printed out weird. Yeah, Corey Cunningham's not a rookie, but he was bad. And our worst player in the Giants-Lions offensive game, Wyatt Davis with a 28.6.
Bad.
Yeah.
They're probably like why can't we cut this guy?
The
now?
dude was a
yeah.
fucking turnstile.
I was on Twitter during the game, and I think every single tweet I saw
Sucks.
when he was in was, why is this guy on the team? Not even like a, wow, Wyatt Davis sucks. It was a, wow, who this guy is. Like, why is he in the NFL?
If you're in that situation, you just hold, you just chop people, whatever you got to do,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to not be like.
But he was getting just power, speed, everything was beating him. Ooh, sorry.
You're
Okay.
excused.
Defense. We'll start off with Pinnock. I'm looking at the box score for stats. It's tough to do that with defense, but Pinnock had one tackle, which
Okay.
is fine, 2 picks, and a tackle for a loss. Or
Yeah, he looked good.
two
Yeah,
picks
the,
or two
the
passes
picks.
defended?
The picks are huge to the rating.
Yeah, he had a good pass breakup. I think that was.
It's just we had, like, I'm scrolling through the ESPN box score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many defensive guys played,
Yeah.
and the table labels don't scroll with the.
Oh, of course.
So I'm trying to keep track. Either way, I think Pinnock was absolutely.
Yeah, he looked great back there.
I think he earned the starting spot going into this
That's
week
good.
of practice.
So far,
I mean,
yep.
I mean, we signed McCain, but Pinnock earned the starting spot this week of practice, I think.
hey, if one easy decision is done, then
Yep.
you can worry about something else.
Yep.
Speaking of Bobby McCain, he played, and
Did
he put up some good numbers. He had 5 tackles.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm sure he played limited snaps.
Probably played like 15 snaps.
Probably
or
like the
something
second
that.
quarter.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looked good out there. Greg, Tashawn Bauer
Yes.
had some numbers out there.
Yep, our
Tackle
ma-
for loss, a pass deflection, 5 total tackles.
I saw he had a big hit on somebody too.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if you saw that on
That was the
Twitter. He
tackle
just,
for loss, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, he just wrecked someone.
The Immaculata boy.
Yes. Yep. It's our guy.
You know who else I think had a decent showing that no one was really talking about that we scouted? Habakkuk Baldonado.
Oh, yeah.
3 tackles, a sack,
Yep.
tackle
Nice.
for loss, pass deflection, and a QB hit.
Yeah, he looked
What
good.
was,
Guy can get to the passer.
What was Belton's stats?
Dane Belton.
I love him. He's like one of my underdog
I know he was
favorite
out there.
players.
I don't know.
He started what? Like
There he is.
5 games last
Yeah,
year?
he was
Two,
good.
2 tackles and a pass deflection.
Okay. Yep.
So, yeah, he was all right.
He had that strip sack in,
Yeah.
I think, the scrimmage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one
Strips-
guy I wanted.
No, he walked
He
up
took
to a guy
that.
and
Yeah,
just
he just
tore
took
it away
from
from
him.
him.
Yeah.
It didn't even like hit the ground.
I know,
He just
he was
took
just
it
like,
and was gone.
Yeah.
A guy I do want to bring some attention to, Alex Cook. He was late in the game.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
he had a
playing
good
against
rating.
backups and third stringers.
Yep.
But yeah, this guy was all over the field.
Yep.
7 tackles in the limited playing time he had. If he played the full game, he probably would have had 15.
Yeah, he had an 82 rating.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's
Yeah, he
really
was just finding gaps in the D line
Yep.
and just knifing through to catch running backs at the line.
love that.
He looked great. Carter Coughlin played pretty well. He had a QB hit. O'Shane had a QB hit, so he's getting back there.
Okay.
Timon Fox had 2 QB hits. He was getting some pressure.
Ah, Mr. Timon.
Let's talk about the 2 young kids on the outside,
Which ones?
Banks and Hawkins.
Yes. I love that the first real NFL speed test that Banks got was Jameson Williams. Now, Jameson Williams
And he
might
just
not be.
tracked him downfield, right?
Yeah, he stuck with him the
I
whole
love
time.
that crossing route that he was just right on him.
Yep.
That
I
whole
saw
time.
that. Yeah. Well, that was like his specialty in college. He was
Oh,
just
yeah.
known as like
And he's
deflection, ball hawk. Like,
He's 6'2". I think
He's
he's,
a good
6'2".
size.
Yeah.
he's a big dude. He's not
He's
small.
He's
Yeah.
quick. You can keep up with all these guys.
But that was huge. I mean, when's the last time you saw us have a corner that could keep up with a guy with Jameson Williams' speed? And Williams isn't a great receiver, but there's no denying he's fast.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Maybe Corey Webster. Maybe.
Maybe a Dory.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
But it's going to be great. I think Banks is going to turn into a great corner.
Yeah.
I hope so. He's a first-round pick. But the guy that I think deserves more attention because of expectations is, like you said, Hawkins.
Yeah.
Mr. Hawkins.
Yeah.
That's our guy.
I mean, he's just been lighting up camp.
Yeah.
He has been a blanket.
He's a starter. He's
Yeah. There's
like,
no question
auto
about
starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if he's not starting, he's going to rotate in heavily.
He's going to play
Yeah.
a ton. And the good thing about Wink is Wink just rotates a ton of guys.
Yeah, he'll keep his guys fresh.
Defense is crazy.
That's another. I mean, we brought it up before, but the D line looked very fresh late in the game because
That's
they were
good.
constantly rotating people
Yep.
because we finally have depth in the interior D line.
And it's good
huge.
because you can just send the house now
Yeah.
and have trust in those two corners that they're going to just stay on those
They
guys.
could even go into like a 3-4 if they wanted to at points. Like
They
I know
probably
I know
could.
They
no
play a
one does
3-4.
that really, but yeah,
Well, 3-4, but like drop 4
like a true
linebackers.
like
oh, okay.
Maybe rush a linebacker, but
Yeah.
you could drop 4 linebackers.
yeah, you could drop
Yeah.
4.
So let's do a quick top 5 highest PFF.
Oh, no. Hold
Oh,
on.
what else you got for the defense?
We just have to go over the lowest PFF grade.
We want to do lowest first or highest?
Lowest because there's a certain.
I'll save
player
it for
there.
last, like we did with the offense, because I
Okay.
know it's your favorite. So our highest was Jason Pinnock with a 92.3.
Hats off to Pinnock.
He was our best player that on the field by far. You guys can't see this on the sheets; it kind of got cut off. Micah McFadden
Nice.
with a 90.5.
Oh, so is he
okay.
the the
think-
starter?
I think
next
him
to-
and Coughlin have, or him and Beavers have been kind
Yeah.
of going
Going back and
for
forth.
the spot. Number 3, Alex Cook with an 82.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, we draft or sign this guy? He's a rookie. I know that.
Deontay Johnson.
Yes, he's a rookie.
I
He is
feel
a
like we
rookie.
signed him.
I want to say he's an undrafted.
Yeah, I want to say he's undrafted.
He had an
too.
81.9.
Love it.
So
Not bad.
It's our guy.
should be able to see undrafted free agent.
Yep.
Where
I
did
feel
he
like
go
we
school,
would have.
Connor?
I feel like we would have known if he was
Yeah.
drafted.
Ohio State. So he's got a pedigree.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Wrong.
We want Deontay. Toledo.
Oh, Toledo.
So it's still D1.
all right. Yeah.
And then Dane Belton was number 5 at
It's our
75.7.
guy.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Now, this guy was signed. We're going to go now with our worst, working from 5th worst to worst. This guy was signed a couple days before the game, if I remember correctly. Like, he was only practicing for
Hours before the game.
Yeah, well, because I remember
Yeah.
seeing the tweets. The Giants signed D. Jeter, and, like he's back in New York.
Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
back.
Derek's back.
Donovan Jeter with a 48.3.
All right, we'll give him a pass.
If he's
We won't
if
bash
he's
him.
bad again, then I'm
Whatever.
over
Then
it,
you cut him. Yep.
But he only played a little bit.
Yep.
Zion Gilbert, 48.3.
Yeah,
Now I thought he was okay last year.
Yeah.
In the limited snaps he
he
got.
played for us last year.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
That's how bad it
mostly
was.
Okay.
mostly late, I think,
Mm-hmm.
if I remember correctly.
Yep. Unfortunately, Jamon Green was our 3rd worst
Yeah, it's not good.
with a 42.4.
Mm.
But again, that's a late round rookie. Was he? No, he was the 7th round rookie.
Yep.
This is a guy that shouldn't even be making the team,
No.
really. So,
Just made the team out of necessity,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
I need to get back to that page. Then there was. Oh no, never mind. It was Rodarius Williams over Zion Gilbert. Rodarius Williams was
okay.
39. Then Javon
Oh,
Green. Then
okay.
Zion.
Mm.
Oh, I was going the wrong way. My bad. It's still Rodarius Williams. He's number 2.
They're all bad.
He's number 2.
It's all bad.
And then Brian's favorite player
Cam fucking
with
Brown.
a 30.2,
Oh.
Cam Brown.
Look at that.
Is that the lowest score of the whole thing here?
No, Wyatt
no,
Davis
because
is the
Wyatt
worst.
Davis had
Oh,
a
okay.
28.6.
All right.
He is second worst.
It's pretty close, though.
What is that? Okay, so Cam Brown was decent in the run defense.
I still
He
hate
had a
it.
74 in the run
great,
defense.
Yeah, I know.
Still
but
not
If he's the last linebacker on the roster, I'm fine with it.
could be a third down guy,
Yeah.
like a third down goal line, short yardage.
They're gonna keep him.
Okay,
for
yeah,
special-
we'll bring
They're gonna
this
keep
up.
him for special
Deontay
teams.
Banks was our 7th best defensive player
Okay.
Okay.
with a 70.5.
What was
Alright.
Trey Hawkins? Because now I'm curious.
15th with a 64.3.
Oh,
Mm.
So he's still in that greenish yellow.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
still an okay performance. Habakkuk with a 57.9, but his pass rush was like a mid-70s.
Yeah.
oh, I forgot to bring this up about Banks. So not only was he good in coverage, but he had that one open field tackle on the tight end.
He had a 63 in the run game,
Yeah,
which is
That's not terrible.
well,
he's a good
They count
tackler.
run game as tackling ball carriers.
okay.
So for a guy that's known as like a cover corner to be making
Him coming
to
up a
getting a,
little bit?
63
Yeah.
in his first game, I do remember that play though.
Yeah,
and
I think it
thought
was
to
the
myself,
second
Banks is
series.
not afraid to make a tackle.
Yeah, because
No.
he was on his guy, and then he came off his route because he saw the ball was coming there. And
He
just made a
probably
nice
really
open field
could
tackle
if
there.
he wanted to play like safety.
So Hawkins
so,
had a
yeah.
62 in coverage. He was terrible tackling.
Yeah.
They're really drilling him for that one missed tackle he had.
Well, one of my
They
notes
gave
here
him a
is
49-8.
there were a ton of missed tackles, especially in the backfield.
Yeah, Carter Coughlin missed
was-
a lot of tackles.
It was
That doesn't surprise me though. Those
the
guys
Giants
need to
have always been bad with.
Well,
missed
also too,
tackles.
they probably don't do a whole lot of like tackling backfield wise. Like, who are you going to
can't
tackle?
tackle.
Saquon? What are you going to do? Like,
So
you
I
gonna
don't-
One, you
fucking
can't
take
even
him at
tackle
the
him.
knees. Like,
From
You
what I
can't
can
even tackle,
see
so.
here, I don't know if we'll see a ton of Dane Belton, other than maybe rotating for McKinney or coming in as an
Yeah.
extra cover safety, because Dane Belton's coverage was a 79-7.
Oh wow.
His pass rush was a 69-2, which is it doesn't really matter for a
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
Overall, he was a 75-7,
yeah, it's
which means
not-
he played most of his snaps in coverage.
Yep.
Yeah.
In run defense, he was a 46-9.
Yeah, so he's not.
His tackling was a 29-4.
Oh,
I mean, he was always a smaller guy,
I know, but still.
but yeah, you got to be
you
a little
gotta
better
be
in the
able
run
to-
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Greg, you brought this up earlier before talking about our punter. with
Oh,
those
yeah,
numbers, since we're switching to special
Yeah,
teams.
Gillen,
Shaver.
low key. What do you have? Like 5 punts for like 238
200-something
yards
yards?
or something?
Yeah.
Almost 50. Like, I think it was like 47 something average. I mean, that's seems like a lot.
It's
Yeah.
refreshing after having years of Noodle Dixon.
Oh my god.
That guy was
Noodle
so
like.
bad,
Noodle
dude.
Dixon.
Remember he was like buddies with Odell too, and he.
Oh yeah.
No, that was Brad Wing.
Oh, Brad Wing.
that
That's right.
fucker.
They were
Yeah,
roommates
yeah,
at LSU.
Yeah.
Wing wasn't terrible. He just wasn't good.
You know what?
Yeah.
He was one of
He was
those
like an
he
average
got like
punter.
progressively worse,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
always concerning as a
Which
punter.
is a very telling thing for Gettleman era draft picks.
but
Or
also
just guys,
too,
guys
those
that
guys
peak in their rookie
those
season.
guys in
Yeah.
practice, all they do is punt. Like
Yeah.
you should get better than anybody else, in
Right.
that.
At a certain point, though, punters, you're as good as you're going to get
Yeah,
until it's one of those things. Maybe like you're 26, and then you'll figure like something out. You'll talk to
yeah.
I don't know Jeff Fiegels one day when he
Yeah.
comes to practice, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, that's how you punt.
Oh
Yeah, that's how you
okay.
spin it. Yeah,
But Gillen, I mean, he's not the most accurate, but he's getting better.
Yeah.
I will still forgive him for that play last year.
yeah, we're
It is what it is. That game was a wash.
yeah.
But I just love a guy that can boot the ball like that. It's a huge game changer. Great for field position.
It's going to be at some point in the season. It's going to save our ass. Him booting the ball down there. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a positive.
It's nice to have a punter that can actually kick the
Get
fucking
it down
ball.
there.
Yeah.
And
Right?
every once in a while, give you a spectacular punt.
Yeah.
But another foot to bring up, the goat, the Ganote,
Ganomatic.
3 for 3.
Ganomatic. Dude, he's so good.
Yeah.
He's just so good at kicking,
Yeah.
and he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen the videos of him at practice?
No.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they'll do the like what's your favorite song and stuff, and he just comes up with the most random thing.
Is he the best kicker we've ever had? Probably.
Tynes.
Well, Tynes.
Tynes
Yeah.
was
Well,
good.
Tynes was big time
Tynes
clutch.
was deadly
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Gano can hit from length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd say overall, talent wise, he might be.
Probably.
Could be. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
I have no
was
idea.
Tynes was on both Super Bowl. Yeah, he was on both.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know who
Because
was
I remember the
before
call
that.
after the Niners game. Lawrence Tynes has done it again. He's
Oh,
kicked
we
the Giants
yeah.
to the Super Bowl.
was it Fiegels? No, Fiegels was the punter.
Yeah.
Weatherford was the other punter.
Who was the other guy that played for the Jets?
Weatherford.
No, not Weatherford.
He played for the Jets.
Our kicker. He's on. I'll think of it later. I'll
I'm
I'll
gonna
Google it. Yep.
Best Giants kickers.
You'll know who exactly I'm talking about.
I do. Josh Brown. He was okay. He was
Oh,
just an
I remember
asshole.
him. Yeah.
Was Robbie Gold a Giant?
Yeah, he was.
Jay Feely. That's who I'm
Jay
thinking of.
Feely.
Yeah.
Let's just skip to one. Stupid slideshow.
We had Josh Brown at one point too. Yeah. It's pretty
Forgot
crazy.
about that.
Pete Gogolak. I'm sure your dad could have given us that
Yeah,
one.
it's probably way back in the day.
And then number 2, they have Brad Deluzio. Lawrence Tynes is rated at 3. Joe Danello. I mean, half these pictures are in black and white.
Yeah.
Raul Allegre. I feel like I remember that name, hearing that they picked up some soccer player.
Matt
Pat
Bryant.
Summerall.
Pat Summerall. He's
Jay
in
Feely.
college.
Remember
Pat
Matt
Summerall?
Bryant, like low key.
Matt Bryant.
Yeah.
He came in for like a couple weeks
Yeah.
after I think Josh Brown shit.
Yeah, then they finally
Yeah.
cut Josh Brown.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd definitely say Gano is up there.
Yeah.
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 Special teams, speaking of which,
Sorry, we got lost in the weeds
yeah.
there.
Did you see that video of Dable looking at Thomas McGarry?
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
They asked him about that on Boomer
Yeah.
and Geo. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's a guy that I could do without on the coaching staff.
Yeah.
I mean, special teams hasn't been great, and I feel like he's kind of played into it.
Bring back
Yeah.
Joe Judge.
I mean, not against it.
He would never do
No. He's
The
an
fan-
offensive
the fan-
They
coordinator.
would kill
now.
him. Yeah.
Does he have a job this year?
I think he's with the Pats.
I think he's
What
like
is
an
he doing?
offensive assistant. Or
Oh, he's just
something.
Bill O'Brien's assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, he probably would come or take a special
Still,
teams
you're
coordinator
still,
job
still
somewhere.
getting paid by the Giants, so
Yeah.
Assistant to the head coach.
Assistant
So
to the
Belichick's.
he was demoted.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he went from
terribly.
the Giants head coach to being like co-offensive
They're like,
coordinators with Matt
yeah,
Patricia.
yeah.
assistant to the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Assistant
seriously.
to the head coach.
Yeah.
But
So bad.
this guy made a couple plays in the game, but our highest rated special teams player was Cordell Flott with a 77-6.
It's our boy.
Nice.
Now,
We've always liked him.
That 77-6 probably takes into account the whole game.
Yeah.
Colin Johnson had a 77-2.
Okay.
I do remember hearing his name a couple times.
Yep.
Wonder if he'll get cut.
Probably.
Probably.
He got hurt again.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same knee that he tore his ACL last year.
I thought it was his Achilles last year or something.
Greg heard the ice
You guys
cream
want
truck.
ice cream?
Yeah, Colin Johnson, it's a guy that just can't catch a break. A guy like him should go to, I don't know, Tennessee, a team with no receivers.
He'll find somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deshaun Corbin.
Wait, Tennessee no receivers. Traylon Burks, D Hop.
Oh, I forgot they got D-Hop.
Yeah.
That's still the most
Burks did?
random place for
No.
him to go.
Connor just said Burks got carted off for anyone who didn't hear.
Oh, he did?
Oh, LCL Spring's not the worst.
Okay.
Deshaun Corbin had a 73-8.
Okay.
Cam Brown had a 71-3.
See, that's where he.
Semi a bounce back.
That's why they keep him.
So these are special teams ratings because I was just looking at our lowest.
Yeah, because Cam Brown was a
Yeah.
terrible.
Carter Coughlin had a 69-6.
I feel like he's gotten
Nice.
worse.
Who?
Coughlin, a little bit.
I think he is what he is.
Yeah.
I think he came in and he pressed early, and then that's...
Did he tear his ACL his first year?
No, you're thinking of Ryan Connolly.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
So our fifth worst special teams player was Zion Gilbert. He was just, I guess, bad all day.
Just had a rough day.
Just didn't show up.
Long snapper Cameron Lyons. I think he's our backup long snapper.
Yeah,
I
don't
think so.
I don't remember who our...
I don't know.
I could point him out in a crowd, but I don't
Yeah.
remember his name.
Can we bring back DiBiase?
Casey Kreider.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does DiBiase have a son?
Or
Because his
Diassi.
dad played for the Giants. He played for the Giants.
DiBiase, like the wrestler.
Yeah.
No, it's Zach Diassi.
Diassi.
Put
yeah.
some respect on his
Sorry.
name.
Spec.
His dad was like a long snapper for us for a while,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
we
a
basically just had the
generational thing.
Diassi's
Yeah.
at long snapper
Yeah.
for 40 years. Amani, oh God.
Omar
Amani Oruwariye.
Amanio. Yeah.
Yeah. 49-3. Javarius Owens, 43-2. And then David Sills with a 42-9. I wonder if he missed
What did he possibly do?
I wonder if he missed a big tackle on that kick
He
return.
might have.
I mean, that could have been it. So, it was a loss.
Yep.
I would have liked to see the offensive line play better. I think the receivers were fine from what we saw. We didn't see anyone. The defense impressed. The defensive depth more so than the defense itself.
Doesn't surprise me that the defense is further ahead at this point than
Yeah.
the offense
Yeah.
overall.
The
Well, I
offense
mean-
also looked crisper as far as execution,
Even last
other
year,
than the tackles, obviously.
Yeah.
But the play calling, even as vanilla as it was,
yeah.
Probably
was
scripted. Probably just
yeah.
Go with what
they
you
were
have.
running nothing exotic. It was
DeVito
boring.
just throw the ball.
Even last year,
yeah.
the defense was better than the offense.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so next week we'll do another one of these after the Panthers game.
Yep.
Yes.
7 o'clock, NFL Network on Friday, August 18th. Our next episode should come out tomorrow. I think we're going tomorrow afternoon.
Yep.
Because this is going to release tonight, Wednesday.
Yep.
And then tomorrow we'll release an episode with a general episode and kind of a what we want to see in preseason week 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who we
Yep.
want to see play. And
And I think
maybe a quick prediction. Maybe we'll finally put something on the line. Maybe do a little fantasy, our little fantasy thing we were
And
discussing.
I think we're definitely going to see more starters. You'll have more action, more to go on.
Yeah.
So
So, all right. Well, that's this episode. Take it easy, guys.
take it easy.